What's up everyone, Jake Guitar Tech here. Today I'm going to set up this Fender Jaguar baritone guitar. So my client brought this guitar to me, said he wanted a deluxe setup with it, and what's included in the deluxe setup is a fretboard cleaning, fret cleaning, body cleaning, as well as truss rod adjustment, bridge height, nut height, intonation. And I hope you guys dig this video. If you do, like, subscribe, and share it. And if you have any ideas or anything that you feel I should set up next, drop a comment below. I would love to work on it. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers. Alright guys, so here we start by taking off the strings. This is a really straightforward process, but I use some string cutters, and I'm actually getting the fretboard ready for the fret cleaning. And this process I use the fret fine polish by Music Nomad, and as you can see I have a little blade there to make sure that everything is precise on the board. And I also use a Dremel style tool to just make it a little bit faster, and this process is pretty straightforward. But like I said, putting on the fret fine here, and I might actually be putting a little bit too much, but I just want to make sure that everything's nice and clean. And so here I'm using the Dremel tool with the polishing wheel, and right here actually the tool freaking died on me, so I had to use some steel wool. You'll see next. So there I'm cleaning up the frets, and then I bring out the steel wool and I just hit the frets all over again. And this is a tedious process sometimes, because sometimes there's rust on the higher frets, and that's the stuff I like to take care of right away. So there I'm taking off the tape, making sure it's nice and cool, and then I use the F1 oil that you see there, and I oil up the fretboard to make sure it's nice and ready to go and not dry anymore. And the next step is checking the electronics, because I noticed that there was like a grounding issue going on. And as you'll see here, when I open up the cavity for the output jack, that there is no ground wire. So I actually ended up installing a ground wire, making sure that's good to go, as well as checked all the other electronics on the guitar. But yeah, there I'm soldering the wire, making sure it's nice and clean. Put the screws back on, and here I was just cleaning the saddle there, and here I start the restring. So this is also a straightforward process, but I also like to put Tune It on there by Music Nomad for these drop tunings, which is drop A. The stability I feel just really needs to be there, because there's some mad low notes going on, so you don't want it to be dropping out of tune or acting funky and stuff, and Tune It really helps that process. So here I start doing the setup and adjusting the bridge height, the truss rod, and the truss rod was actually bowed up, so I had to bow it back to the right spec, and then I start adjusting the bridge height, making sure that's cool, and then also the nut height, which was a little bit out of whack there. It was kind of funky to work with because of how thick the strings are, but I was able to get it. And then here I'm doing the intonation, and the intonation is something that takes the most time, because you want to make sure it's just precisely on the note when you hit the 12th. And here's how it sounds.